one of the biggest conflict of our time, the war between Ukraine and Russia. But why did this war started? Is it just a dispute between two countries, or is there a larger geopolitical game at play? Is this war a result of European and American politics? In today's detailed video, we will explore the real reason behind this war, its historical background, and how this conflict could shape the future of global politics. To understand this war, we must first look at history. The long-standing relationship between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine was once part of the Russian Empire. During the Soviet era, Ukraine was a major industrial and agricultural hub. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed and Ukraine became an independent nation. During the Soviet era, Ukraine was a major industrial and agricultural hub. Ukraine shifted toward Europe and Russia, leaning towards European economic and political ties. Russia was unhappy with this, as it considered Ukraine a part of its strategic buffer zone. Russia viewed NATO's expansion as a threat to its security. NATO's growing influence in Eastern Europe increased tension between Russia and Ukraine. In 2014, Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych, who had close ties with Russia, faced massive protests after his removal. A pro-Western government took power in Ukraine. Russia saw this as a serious threat to its political and military influence. Crimea's annexation in March 2014, Russia took control of Crimea. The international community condemned this as an illegal act. This further deteriorated relations between Russia and the West. In eastern Ukraine, Donetsk and Luhansk region, pro-Russian separatists started an armed conflict against the Ukrainian government. Russia was accused of secretly supporting these separatist groups. This ongoing conflict became another major reason for rising tension between Russia and Ukraine. NATO's increasing influence was seen as a direct threat by Russia. Russia argued that Ukraine joining NATO would compromise its security. NATO defended Ukraine's right to choose its own alliances. On February 24, 2022, Russia launched a full-scale military operation against Ukraine. Putin claimed that this was necessary to denazify and demilitarize Ukraine, but was that the real reason? Russia argued that NATO's influence in Ukraine was a direct threat. Putin framed the war as a defensive operation. Ukraine put up a strong resistance. NATO and the US provided Ukraine with military and economic support. This war is not just affecting Ukraine and Russia, it is impacting the entire world. Global economic crises like oil and gas prices skyrocketed. Russia faced severe economic sanctions. Europe and Russia relations, like Europe reduced its dependency on Russia gas. Russia started looking for new economic partners. Military alignments like Finland and Sweden decided to join NATO. The US increased its military presence in Eastern Europe. Gentlemen, the big question now is how and when will this war end? Will Russia manage to take control of Ukraine, or will this conflict escalate even further? Only time will tell. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the